Whoa, guys, let's fucking go. Did we catch the BORK bottom or what, guys? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Did we catch the bottom? I don't know, guys, because we were buying all the way down to 5.5 million. Cheers to you. Cheers to you if you were celebrating with us. With us in BORK. BORK was drinking a cup of Guinness celebrating its gains yesterday, and we were celebrating with them. I was having a good time. I was drinking some Margaritaville tequila silver with my fiance. We were enjoying ourselves with these massive gains. We're going to break it down, what we're seeing in the charts, what's happening right now with BORK. Is it going up? Is it going down? Did you guys sell? Did you guys buy more? What did you guys do? Let me know. I'm going to let you guys know what I did, and we're going to dive into this together as a team. So smash that like button. We're going to get right into this. I'm going to make sure my face is small again. Remember, guys, I got you guys. I'm being more professional about this. But yes, BORK was feeling lucky yesterday. Absolutely. Now I'm bringing you guys BORK again as 7.4 million market cap. So for anybody who's not invested, this is still a good price. Just last night, I woke up and BORK was at 9.6 million. So we are down quite a bit from the top, and that's no cause for concern because we pumped astronomically yesterday. It was one of the only coins pumping. All the other meme coins got pummeled. This one was up a lot. Anyway, we're down 23% since the top 11 hours and 20 minutes ago. So you guys are getting this at a very good point if I'm talking to you guys about it right now. You know why? Because we were buying in this range. If you guys know, if you're following us, anywhere below this yellow line is where we were buying. We were buying once it broke below this yellow line. Other guys on Twitter, remember, were telling you guys to buy every single tiny little fucking dip that was happening right here. We did not do that. We waited for it to get to the bottom, for the downtrend to start to peter once we saw these wicks come out. See, when we started seeing wicks come out right here, that's when you knew it was time to start buying. So that's when we started buying. We bought the whole way down, bought most of our bag here at the bottom. Not most. I'm not gonna just sugarcoat this for you guys. I'd say maybe about 50% of what I bought in this range. When we got below 6.5 million and we were there for like a day, we spent like a day below this range here. I could even make that box just a little bit bigger and say I bought in this entire range here below 7 million, below 6.5 million. So yesterday when we were talking about BORK, we were right here, guys. I had sold a bunch right here at this point right here on the chart, and we ran a scalp down to 6.3 million. When we got to 6.3 million and I saw it wasn't happening, it wasn't going to go any lower, and we bought back in. After that, we went on an astronomical run that took 13 hours. That took us up 50%. We went 50% in 13 hours, and I was asleep during this when this happened, but I woke up around this time and I was looking at the chart and I caught this right at this point right here, and I sold 8 million tokens, and I wrote this down for you guys. I'm gonna run this scalp strategy with you guys live, so I teach you guys how to do this scalping. So we did everything before. You guys already know this part. If you guys have been running with me, you know the part at the top. Not gonna say it right now. We started with 33 million tokens. We had 33 million tokens once we had fully accumulated through that bottom range, right? When this got up here in this red zone right here, we sold 8 million tokens for 930 per million at 93, right, guys? It was 930 per million. We just bought back in down here at 73. Now, I woke up last night. I woke up, sold all that, moved that money into some gaming altcoins, woke up. We're back down here. We were back down at like 75. I was able to catch this thing at 73 momentarily, and I was buying each one. I had all these Solana gaming coins and everything, extra gaming coins that I had bought with the profits, and I just started moving money back into BORK. So we actually made a $1,600 scalp by mistake. We did this all by mistake right here and accumulated 2.2 million worth of BORK. Now that money, I left some of that money in gaming altcoins. Some of the profits that I took from BORK yesterday, I just reaccumulated my 33 million. I bought my 33 million back. The 2.2 million that's worth about $1,600 is in other coins right now, and I recommend that you guys perhaps do the same if you have a large bag of BORK like I do. I have a large bag I don't want to accumulate like 50 million tokens and not be properly allocated. That's not what I'm teaching you guys to do here on the channel. So we're going to stick with the 33 million and just see how many profits, how many of these scalps that we run. And we're going to keep them live here on the chart for you guys, the red and the green zones. So anyway, getting back into BORK, what is BORK even doing, guys? I want to talk to you guys about this before you leave thinking that this is a scalp video. What did we do? We broke this downtrend. When we started to break this downtrend and had a strong peak out of here, that's when we saw that this thing had some strength. When it failed and started falling back into this range, that's when we started accumulating. We started buying a lot of tokens. We bought tokens for several days as it came down. You would say that this was its own little downtrend here, like its own sort of downtrend that wasn't even properly holding because it peaked out of it at some given point. But that is somewhat of a downtrend, but now it's been broken. I would have considered this a sideways range because you even see my lines that I've got here. It's sort of just ranged in between this range here, and now we've broken back through a lot of these lines. Now 10 million is a very strong psychological level. That's about where we got to. Looks like the top of the wick came to 9.7 million is where we went to at the top of this thing. Now, if you guys looked at a bigger chart, we are still at the bottom of the chart. That's how early we are. We're very early to this. We're up a lot of money. What I essentially did is because I bought some of my tokens between 9.5 and 8.5 million, I sold up here. Basically all the tokens I would have bought at the top in this top range, I sold them right here and now bought them back here. So now I have tokens that I bought in here, here, and the rest of them were bought in here. So all of my average price is now below 8 million. I would say closer to 7 million. This is my average price now for this stack of tokens. The original 3 million I bought back at 4 million market cap a while back. So our average price is low now. We only need to go to 14 million for me to have double my money, and so then I can run my strategy if I wanted to sell half my tokens and take off my entire initial investment and then just ride with the rest for the 50x, guys. So here we are. We're respecting these boundaries well. We came down here, told you guys 6 million was going to be a very crucial zone. We wicked below it a few times. 6 million held amazingly. Like I said, that's what turned into support here, and it wicked below it here the same way it did here. And what happened after that? We had an astronomical rise going all the way up here to the top of the range. That was, 300 and some percent all the way up there. So what do you expect is going to probably happen this time if this thing actually peaks up here? And by the way, when it did explode up here, if you guys want to look, when it did explode up here, it came back down all the way back here like it did again. Exploded up, came back down, exploded up, came back down. And what did it do? It touched basically the same line both times. So we're basically replicating the same thing. If it replicated it directly, we'd probably go to 6.6 million market cap, but I don't know that we're going to do that this time. I do know that there is high potential that this thing runs, especially because Bitcoin is ranging. Bitcoin is not dumping right now. As long as Bitcoin doesn't dump, if Bitcoin ranges, that is going to turn down the Bitcoin dominance. Altcoin season is going to trigger, and this thing is going to blow. And that is not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm not telling you to buy BORK. But when you look at this chart and see that we just broke out of this thing, we've been tracking this downtrend pretty much the whole time. Below 10 million, we started re-talking about BORK again and talked about it all the way down to 6 million, 10 down to 6, and then now boom, we're all the way back up to 10. We were all the way back up at 10. I don't know if any of you guys sold near 10 million market cap last night. I got lucky, I think. I don't know, the universe woke me up and I got to sell some, but I'm now fully back in. I've got all my tokens back. I'm riding with you guys. I'm a pretty large whale in this thing. I'm in like the top 50 holders. That does not mean that I'm promoting this project for these guys. I'm not doing it for these guys. I'm breaking this down for you guys. This whole series, this video series, is for you guys who are invested in this thing already. This isn't for new guys who want to get into this thing. If I was going to talk about new guys to get into this thing, I'd be talking about how it's going to do 100x's, right? I haven't really talked about that much, have I? I haven't been like, oh, this thing is going to go to the moon. You're going to be rich, $1 million. But if we wanted to talk about that quick, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. How much BORK do you need to become a millionaire? Let's say I've got 33 million tokens. You know, what does that equate to right now? 33 million tokens times 0.000746 is 24,600. This is how you're gonna average this out. If you wanted to average out how much BORK do I need to be a millionaire, you're gonna look at like that. That's my amount of money. I need a 40x from here. I need a 40x from here. If I held all my tokens, I need a 40x to get there, right? And I actually have a little bit more than that. I've got 33.6 million. So it's actually probably exactly a 40x, not even the decimal point. We're gonna say a 40x from here. So we're at 7.4 million market cap times times a 40x. If this thing goes to 300 million market cap, I'll be a millionaire. So that is how you're gonna average it out. There's a guy on here that said he had 10,000 tokens. If he has 10,000 tokens, he's got 7,400 bucks. So okay, so if you've got 7,400 bucks, bro, and you might watch this right now, shout out to you, bro. If you're still holding that 10 mil, you need 133x on this thing if you want to get that. If you want to get that right there. So okay, so now saying that, what was that, 133x? You need to go to a billion market cap. Now you're looking at the dog with hats that go to several billion. The Dogecoin that's still above 30 billion. Sheep held really well above 10 billion the whole time. Pepe just went to like 5 billion. You know, Bonk is at several billion. This is insane, guys. You know, you're talking only 1 billion and he's a millionaire. I only need 300 million and I'm a millionaire. Like, this is cool. I don't know that we're going to hold that long to get there, but that's all you need. And this is a meme coin with its own validator, its own utility, supported by the co-founder of Solana. It has a bright future. It really does. And like I said, we're down here underneath this zone. We're underneath that 8 million zone. Remember when I said, the last thing I said to you guys is anything below 8 million is a deal. I never changed that. I still think that's so. So if you guys aren't invested enough, now might be the time to buy a dip. If you sold last night during this peak, now might be a time to buy the dip, because like I said, you're almost down here at this white line. This white line is a great point in the sand right here. And it could go slightly lower like it did on this wick right here, but we're not playing that game. I'm not trying to play the bottom game. I got ripped up on a scalp yesterday, like a mini scalp. I got ripped up a little bit on that 63. That one, right, the one that I made the video about to you guys yesterday. I got ripped up a little bit on that one, but I made all my tokens back, everything back on this big one that I just did right here, the one that I just documented, the real scalp. And this is how I'm going to do them for you guys every time, show you guys what we're doing here on the channel, okay? I think that's all that I've got for you guys. BORK was celebrating yesterday. Good things are coming for this one right here. People are going insane. Top 10 gems radar right here. BORK is number 4 on the gems radar. This was just when? Yesterday. Yesterday it was on the gems radar. BORK just went up another 100 and some followers since yesterday's video. So that's going up. We're holding strong at 4,800 SOL staked in the validator right here. That's still the same nonsense right here. Over 11,000 holders, so that's still really good right there. And if you want to look at the 2 hour, the MACD is still green over here. It is a little weak. It's on the weaker end, but that's just because we're on this major pullback right now. Like that happens, you'll see that it'll go almost down and then it'll come back up and then down and then come back up, and that happened throughout that whole rip. So this is still healthy right here. How does the 4 hour MACD look? The 4 hour MACD looks absolutely beautiful. If you see the 4 hour MACD here, guys, you see it how up it is. It is up. It is way more up than all of these candles that we were talking about this in. When we started talking about BORK, this is what the red MACD looked like. Now the green one is insane. It's up there. So we might just have a peak down, a little cool down, because we pumped like 100% yesterday. And that's why we're celebrating, by the way, guys. Can I do it on this chart? I'd rather do it on this chart for you guys, because there's not a bunch of lines on this chart. Is this chart not going to move for me? No, it's not going to move for me. Let's just, I'm about to let you guys go, I promise. For whoever's still here, let's just talk about this one last thing real quick. Is that from the bottom here, from the bottom of this black line right here, when BORK bottomed, we went up. Wow. What the hell is that? 87.46% we went up in a day and a half. A day and a half. A day and a half, guys. And we went up 87% already on BORK. So if you guys caught the bottom, shout out to you. What? BORK in the chat down below. And even like I said, even now is a good time to buy, because even from that point, let's do this one more time. You know, from the black line, we're only up. Where are we at from the black line? We're only up 38% from that black line sort of right now. Maybe 39%, because I don't think I caught it all the way at the black line. But anyway, you know, you guys still have one last shot here on the BORK. And by the way, I don't have the crystal ball. This thing can still go down. It can go to 0. I don't know. I don't know what is happening, okay? Don't leave it up to me what you guys are going to do with your BORK investment. I'm holding. I'm doing well. I did that scalp that bought me cushion. That's what you guys are essentially trying to do here. A big $1,600 scalp just bought me cushion on my investment, because my whole investment, you know, now I'm up a whole bunch. When I showed you guys how much money I actually have, now I'm up a bunch. But you said, like I said, my average cost is about 7 million now. So and the scalps are helping bring down that cost for me. So I love you guys lots. Thank you so much for watching. I think that's all I got for you guys here on this video. I'm going to bring the afternoon video, guys, with a couple of altcoins that I think you guys should pick up before April. Okay, guys? Have an amazing day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.